If you're just getting started out in your acting career, then this probably sounds like a familiar situation to you. Your local theater is doing a show, you want to audition, and maybe you even know which part you would like to get. But you're not so sure how to prepare for your audition. You don't know how to maximize your chances of success once you get into that audition room. And ultimately, you just don't know how to land that role. If that's you, number one, that's okay. And number two, you may want to stick around because in this 4-part video series with the 6th Street Playhouse Studio, I'm going to be showing you exactly how you should be approaching your audition from here on out. I'm David A. Bradbury, and this is Getting the Part. Getting the part you want always starts with a good initial audition. And a good initial audition always stems from great prep work. So naturally, in this first part of the video series, I'm going to be telling you how you should prepare for your audition before you even step foot in the room. Now, for our purposes, we're going to be pretending as if you're only auditioning for a single show, so not a season audition at a particular theater. And we're going to be breaking down our prep work into phases. In phase 1, you're going to be familiarizing yourself with the show. Now, the best way to do this, hands down, is to see the show live before you audition for it. So keep your eyes open for any traveling companies that might be coming through your area with the show, or if another local theater or even a school, a high school, a college is doing this show before you have to audition for it and you can get tickets, by all means, do so. Now, that's not always possible, and fortunately for you, there are ways of getting around this particular rule. Let me show you one of my favorites. As you can see, I have Google pulled up on my computer right here. You can obviously do this on your phone as well. And what I'm going to do is just search up the show that I'm going to be auditioning for. So let's say in this case that you're auditioning for the SpongeBob musical. So put SpongeBob the musical right here in the search bar. Click, and voila, the first article that pops up is the Wikipedia page on the Broadway show. Go ahead and click on that. Now, some people may tell you that you're not supposed to use the Wikipedia page when you are doing research. In general, that's correct, but what I like about it in this case is that if you go down to the contents bar right here, and then you click synopsis, what you'll get is an entire beat-by-beat breakdown of the show, from pre-show to Act 1 to Act 2. The important thing about this is that as you read, you're going to be getting a sense of the moments, the beats, the journey that each character is going through in this show. And that's going to be important because the more you know about the characters, the better prepared you will be in the audition room to portray them. So go ahead and read through this entire thing, asking yourself these questions all along the way. First, who are the characters in this show? What are their arcs? Or another way of asking this is, what are their journeys? Are there any characters in particular, based on this summary, that speak personally to me? And what is the overall message of the show? Once you've done all of that, you've answered those questions for yourself, you can go down here, just take a quick glance at the musical numbers here, and then you're going to move on to listening to the soundtrack. Now, you can do this on whatever music streaming platform you like. I like Spotify, you can do it on Apple Music, or if you don't have either of those, a lot of the time you can find these original cast recordings on YouTube for free. It's going to have ads, but it's still better than nothing. Once you're here, once you have the cast recording pulled up, my recommendation to you, listen to all of it, the entire thing. No skipping, not even these short little prologues or the entr'acte. Listen to all of it, keeping in mind while you're listening where each song falls in terms of the story based on the synopsis that you just read. And one last question that you're going to want to ask yourself once you get to the end of the cast recording is, which character does my voice best map onto? If you know your voice well, you're going to know whether you're a baritone or a mezzo or etc. Or if you don't know music all that well, Just focus on whether you feel like you sing high notes really well or lower notes really well, or if you're somewhere in the middle, and that will give you somewhat of an idea of which characters you would be comfortable playing and which characters you might struggle to play. And that's essentially it. You can do more research if you want to, but this is the bare minimum of what I would do before I walk in to audition for a show. While the exact amount of preparation you'll do on your audition will depend upon how much time you have, I assure you that even the smallest amount of time has the potential to vastly improve your audition. So, now that you know how, go out there, research the show you're auditioning for, select your materials, and then get to learning them. I hope you found this episode useful. In the next episode in this series, we're going to be talking about taking those songs and monologues into the room itself. I've been David A. Bradbury. Thank you for watching Getting the Part, and I'll see you next time.